Bivol versus Ramirez turned out to be an entertaining fight. Um, Went the distance like I thought it would go to the distance, but I didn't think that Bivol would look so much more superior in the matchup. Seeing the matchup, I thought maybe it would be back and forth action, which it was a little bit, but you could see Bivol being more superior. You could see him being more powerful and being a lot faster, a lot more accurate. His timing was better. You know what I mean? His patience, keeping his distance. You know what I mean? His defense. He showed a little bit of everything. I felt like Ramirez was slower, dragging his feet. He looked heavier, looked impatient, looked bothered at times, even in the beginning of the fight. If you notice, Bivol stepped to him hard in the first round. And Bivol took some shots stepping in, but he forced that, he risked, I'm going to say, he risked that kind of real estate to get what he wanted. And that was to let Ramirez know, like, we're going to be in this ring all night, baby, and I'm going to be putting this pressure on you, touching you with this right hand, beating you with this jab. And I mean, just a real good game plan. Bivol didn't look like he was like on a mission to knock him out, but he looked like he did want to, you know what I mean, hurt Ramirez and let Ramirez know, you know what I mean, I'm definitely here. I thought it was going to be one of those type of fights where we demand a rematch. I actually thought that, but Ramirez didn't look comfortable. He didn't look like he was in his right place. He couldn't get set. I mean, he had a hard time setting the punches up that he wanted to get the big shots. He landed some good little shots in between the fight, but it always looked like a grazing shot or a shot that he really didn't get to follow through with too much. You know what I mean? Nothing real super clean to hurt Bivol. I think Bivol is a well put together light heavyweight, strong legs, you know what I mean, strong upper body. His mindset, I think it's his mentality though. His mentality most of all is probably his best attribute because he doesn't look at, you know what I mean, great fighters like mutants or some type of immortals or something like that. He look at them as fighters and just another man, and it shows. And it shows because he's always prepared. And that's what I think makes a great fighter, a guy who's prepared to go the distance or go through just a crazy war, no matter how it turned out. You know what I mean? Bivol is showing us that. Very dangerous light heavyweight. If you get in there with him, you can't play with him at all. You can't take him sweet at all. You can't try to lollygag not 1 second because he's ready to go. And he really want to get you. He want to knock you out if he can. I mean, but if he got to go to 12, then he built for the 12. Ramirez needs some rebuilding. Not a whole lot, but just need to be picking his feet up. He need to, just follow through with his shots. You know what I mean? Get in better shape. I think because he was once a 68-pounder, he kind of, 75 was kind of like too easy for him at this point to make because he going up in weight. So it's like he made the weight, but it's like he didn't look like he really was killing himself to do it. Looked like he got down, you know what I mean? Then he blew up afterwards, though. And that was crazy. You know what I mean? Bivol was always a step ahead of him. And if he wasn't a step ahead, he was prepared for the times where he couldn't break his distance and he had to take a shot off the guard. You know what I mean? Or some of the shots got through. But, man, exciting fight. Exciting fight. It was interesting to see. It was interesting to watch. You know what I mean? And Bivol doesn't do all the the tricky stuff, but he does the right stuff. He does the right things at the right time. You know what I mean? And he knows how to pressure you. He knows how to box you. You know what I mean? This is what's going to be interesting if he does end up fighting Artur Beterbiev. It's going to be a very interesting fight to see the minds collab. You know what I mean? Because we already know what the animal look like. You know what I mean? They big dudes. They can hurt you. But just to see what the minds look like against each other with the experience, I think it's going to be a crazy fight. It's going to be a crazy fight. You know what I mean? If they fight each other. Now, they might have to fight each other 2-3 times. See what happens, though. But congratulations to Dimitry Bivol. Put on a hell of a performance. I think Ramirez still got a lot of gas left, so no need to feel bad. You lost to a great fighter. You know what I mean? And he didn't beat the living shit out of him, but, you know what I mean, beat him up pretty good. You know what I mean? Enough to send him home thinking. So it's gonna be beautiful to see what happens with Bivol and Better BF in the future. I'm Greg Hackett. Thank you for tuning in. You can hit me up on Instagram, Greg Hackett86, Twitter, Greg Hackett215, and on Facebook at Greg Hackett. Thank you. Appreciate you.